Why you should never underestimate a kid with a greenhouse. My daughter Maya is obsessed with botany. She's 10, but she can tell you the difference between a monstera and a philodendron from 30 feet away. She spent all summer in our backyard greenhouse, nursing a rare ghost orchid back to life. It was her pride and joy. But then, she started 5th grade with Mrs. Gable. On Tuesday, Maya came home, fuming. Mrs. Gable had told the class that plants don't feel stress, and that overwatering is impossible if the sun is out. Maya, being Maya, politely raised her hand. She explained that overwatering causes root rot because the soil loses oxygen, regardless of the sun. Mrs. Gable didn't just disagree, she laughed. She told Maya to stop making up fairy tales, and confiscated her favorite gardening journal, calling it a distraction from the curriculum. Then she made Maya write, "The teacher is always the primary source," 50 times on the whiteboard. I was livid. I called the school, but the principal just sighed and said Mrs. Gable had seniority. That's when I remembered my old college roommate, Elena. She's literally a lead researcher at the United States National Arboretum. 3 days later, I volunteered to bring in a guest speaker for Career Day. Mrs. Gable looked smug until Elena walked in wearing her official government field gear. Elena didn't just talk. She brought a high-tech soil sensor and 2 identical hibiscus plants. She showed the class in real time how the overwatered plants' oxygen levels plummeted. She even pulled up a digital microscope on the smartboard to show the literal cellular stress signals. The best part? Elena looked right at Mrs. Gable and said, "It's a shame when educators rely on outdated myths from the 1970s. Luckily, Maya here actually understands the modern science. The principal, who was watching from the back, looked horrified when Elena asked for Maya's confiscated research journal to reference a specific note. Mrs. Gable had to hand it back in front of everyone, her face the color of a ripe tomato. Now, Maya's journal is back in her greenhouse. And Mrs. Gable? Well, she's currently taking a mandatory modern science integration course. Moral of the story? Never tell a kid they're wrong.